great win. On a lot of levels, just feel really great about our team and the way they responded. It was a game of rebounding. I mean, get the momentum, and they get the momentum, then we get the momentum back. I mean, back and forth it went. They responded as well. I think the things I feel great about. We talk about next man up all the time, but I get fired up for the next man up because it's not just another game to them. It's the game, and guys like Bobby Hart and Austin Deculus, Kamani Fidel, and Naheem Miller-Hines with the big return, and a lot of examples there. But also, I mean, gritty toughness of the guys who do play, every game. And I'll start with Zion Johnson. I mean, that play he made at the end of the game on Ladd's run was incredible. Justin Herbert, I mean, it's like Hercules out there, shrugging off that sack, and great play by Ladd, and Justin just played incredible, found a way to win, and same with Elijah Molden, Derwin James with the wrist and able to play the way he plays. I mean, it reminds you of just reminds me. I mean, I find so many similarities to boxing and football that especially in the sense of, man, your corner man asks you, can you go? Can you keep going? And it's like, give me one more round. Give me one more round. And give me one more series. Give me one more series. Give me one more drive. Brad Bozeman, and great game by him. Great game by Mekhi Becton. Just kept chipping away at it. Just kept staying after it. Those three guys on the inside, run blocking, pass protection, was great. Talked about Ladd. Talked about Oronde Gadsden. Talked about responding. He turns it over on the fumble, and then comes back and has seven clutch catches after that. Keenan, clutch third down plays, and Ladd, 6 really big clutch catches. I thought then other guys, Justin Oboigbe stepping in at edge, and also two great tackles on kickoff coverage. Delshon Phillips, great tackle. I thought we tackled better. I thought we did a lot of the things people think are little and the minutia, which is one play at a time, smart football, tackling, blocking, getting on a man, and ball security. We're just chipping away at it, and getting closer to being the kind of football team that we think we can be and have been. So all those things I feel great about. I feel great about other things. Ben St. Juste, getting his second career interception. I mean, I don't know how many guys had a career game today, but I mean, you talk about stepping up, having the best game of your career. Stepping up when it's needed most. Feel great about that. Feel great, just the way everybody in the organization hung in there and just kept fighting, and because it is. I mean, like boxing, it is a football fight every single week, and you got two teams that desperate for a win, and playing their hearts out there, and that's the nature of the NFL. It's diabolical that way. Everybody's good. Everybody gives it their absolute best. 17 games, one game at a time. I mean, it's what makes the league so great. Everybody's great. Miami, I mean, the way they managed that fourth quarter, and I mean, tip of the cap. I kicked that last field goal on 4th and 2, thinking we'd have another drive, or two to get a field goal that would win it for us, and I didn't think it would be with just 40 seconds left. But they managed the clock extremely well, and the way they called the game, it was pretty darn brilliant. And our kickoff, as I said, that was a big play. Mr. Miller Hines on that kickoff return set us up, and just enough protection, there in the last drive, and Justin avoiding 2 sacks, to get the ball off twice. Huge. He's Hercules to me. He's just a mighty man, and goes for many of the guys that I've already talked about. And we just keep going, keep chipping away, and leave here with humble hearts and get ready for another huge game next week.
Does a win like this at all, because of how many injuries you guys had in the 2-game losing streak, send a jolt of energy or a momentum shift in your mind for the team?
Yeah, there's no moral victories or no moral defeats, but there are moral victories. Great for morale, great for just believe. Guys were talking about it on the sideline. Every time things got tough, I just saw our guys as the tough gets going, and believing in each other, believing in themselves and their teammates.
Yeah. 46 seconds left. They score the touchdown.
Yeah.
As that, you still have your timeouts. Can you describe the calm, maybe, or the feeling on the sideline, that the confidence that you can go down there?
Yeah, it was incredible belief, and kickoff return unit, especially that getting that ball out to the 41, that was huge. That was great momentum. You're thinking, you need 20 yards, to get in Cameron Dicker's range, and we got that, and a lot more. Again, that play would be burned in my mind till they throw dirt over top of me. Justin Herbert back to throw. Defender wrapped around him. He's able to just mighty man it and shake it off and hit Lad McConkey. Lad does his stop, fly by, and starts getting that necessary yardage. And here comes Zion Johnson flying ahead of Lad. Just the type of effort, the type of the want to, the great desire to win. He gets that block shielded, and there's another 20 yards. I'm going to remember that play till they throw dirt over top of me. That's how great I feel about that.
You're going to check the GPS tracking on Zion's miles per hour on there?
Yeah, we got to get that. I want to see what that. Quite incredible athlete, incredible player. Just awesome. Game-winning type plays. That was one, and it was Herculean effort by Lad, by Justin, by Zion. Let's go. Yeah. Is that something to build on? Yeah. That's something really great to build on.
What's going through your head at the beginning of that play, though, as the pressure's coming off the right side? You got basically 2 free rushers. What are you thinking in that moment as Justin's dropped back there?
I know I'm probably have to use my last timeout, and still got to get those 18, 19. Now it's going to be more. It's going to be 20, 25 yards that we're gonna need. And incredible player. I mean, I think there's a few others maybe in the game today. Not many could make that play, but that much of a. And he managed, the game, found a way to win. The way he quarterbacked the game, was also great. I mean, those 2 touchdowns, in the red zone when we're not punching it in. Second half, get it in the end zone twice. Whatever he had to do, shake off a sack, scramble, find somebody on the run. Really good with the checks and but just played really tough and really good. I mean, his talent, his effort was on full display today, and his leadership.
Jim, Justin had we were talking about the play when he's getting spun around by Phillips, kind of like he get spun around in the Denver game.
Yeah.
At the end of it, from a quarterback's perspective, can you describe maybe how difficult that is to keep your head in those situations and make the play?
Yeah. It's on a physical level, it just can't really be done by many. Just a couple. A handful of guys really that could do that on a mental level. I mean, it's an emotionally hijacking thing. To have that occur, but to keep your wits about you and still be able to be spun around and visualize where there is at least somebody you can get the ball to, and then having the presence of mind to relocate, relock back in, make an accurate throw. It's that's just reserved for the best of the best.
Yeah, the thing that was going through my mind was, no sacks. A throwaway is better than a sack in that situation where we got a race against time, and I felt like I could stay up and get the ball off, and I saw Ladd running on the other side, and it was just a great play called by Coach Roman, and Ladd making a great play on it.
That juke he made on the defender, about 20 yards after that.
That's what he does. He's done such a great job of that, and I just got to get him the ball in space, and that's what he goes and does. And when we needed him most, he showed up big time.
Just talk about the emotions in general of this game. I think there was 3 or 4 or 5 lead changes, and your kickers kind of ending your drives for you. How did you maintain composure there on that last drive?
Yeah, just as long as we have time and downs, we're going to keep fighting. And I thought the offensive line did a great job battling all day, and those guys hung in there against a really good front seven. And Cam came through again, and he's been so clutch. And we're so lucky to have a kicker like him.
Justin, sorry if you were asked about this, but just walk us through what you saw on that long completion to Ladd.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's a race against time. A throwaway is better than a sack, and I was doing my best to just get the ball off. And the play before, they played good coverage, got the ball off, thankfully saved some time. And then the next play, went through my reads, had to step up in the pocket, and Ladd did a great job just running across the middle, making a play, and just extending the game.
Justin, can you describe sort of the difficulty of doing? I was thinking about the Denver play. You were spun around a little bit too at the end of the Denver game, but to reorient after you're spun around and make that play, is it a thought process, or is it just instinctive, or?
Yeah, I think you go back to your training, and I think it starts with our quarterback coach Shane Day and our pocket movement and our pocket progression of understanding that you got to keep your eyes downfield, but at the same time, you've got 5, 6, 7 guys coming after you in the pocket, and so the offensive line did a great job battling, giving me room to move up, step around, and find someone downfield. And Ladd did a great job making a play, making a guy miss, and being smart and going out of bounds.
Is it tempting to run in that situation? Or are you thinking pass?
You're thinking pass. You're thinking completions downfield are more important than completions inbound. We only have one timeout, 40-something seconds, and so it's all about getting chunk plays and getting into field goal range.
The pressure off the right, 2 guys free. You sort of took the hit, but didn't really get knocked off your spot at all? How did you do that? How did you maintain your base in that situation and not really get moved at all by a edge rusher with free rush?
Yeah, I think I'd have to watch it, but I think it's back to your training too, and understanding that having a good base and making sure that I've got two hands on the ball, because those guys they're so well trained and taught to go in there, rip at the ball, and mental error of just having one hand on the ball is going to cost you the game. So I think Shane Day has done such a great job of teaching us and instilling that in practice every day, and having that base and just sometimes being lucky, I guess.
What can you say about the way Kamani stepped up in the backfield today?
Yeah, it was awesome to see. He had a great year last year. He stepped up some big time, big plays last year, and so that's what we were expecting from him. He's done such a great job of listening and understanding what we're asking of him, and he took the most of it today. And it's awesome to see that he took the most of that opportunity.
And then Arande had the early fumble, but then he bounces back. How impressive is that from a rookie?
Yeah, it's obviously tough. Your first NFL season. You want it to be perfect, and he's done such a great job picking up the offense. And yeah, mistakes are gonna happen. We've all been there, interceptions, fumbles, and he did a great job responding, reacting, and had 5, 6, 7 catches after that, I think.
How did you feel like you guys were able to execute the game plan? Obviously, down as many tackles as you guys were down. It was trying to get a run game going, a lot of quick game, play action stuff. Just how did you feel like you guys were able to execute that to maybe neutralize their pass rush?
Yeah, I think we played the way that we needed to win, and I think we did a great job taking what the defense gave us. We were opportunistic, and I thought the tackles that stepped up, Deck and Bobby did a great job. They for not playing as much as they have, they did a great job. They fought. I thought the offensive line did a great job communicating all day. Ran the ball really well too, so that was really good to see.
Did you see Zion sprinting down the field in front of you on that completion allowed?
I did not.
All right, watch that back.
He was.
I think you might have hit 20 miles an hour.
He was moving. That's awesome. Yeah, no, Zion. I'm definitely gonna have to watch that. He's a special player, and that's gonna be something else to watch.